Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to YouTube channel of Ashok Vidyalaya and Junior College, and in the session of Computer Science Paper 2, first chapter, Electronic Components. Today we are going to see different electronic components. When we say electronic components, the electronic components are components used in different electronic circuits. These components are broadly divided into basic two categories: passive components and active components. Passive components are again categorized as resistors, capacitors, and inductors, and active components are categorized as electronic tubes and semiconductors. Resistors are classified again as fixed resistors and variable resistors. Capacitors are classified as fixed resistors or fixed capacitors and variable capacitors. Inductors are classified based on their cores used as air core, iron core, and ferrite core. Electron tubes are used or classified as vacuum tubes, diode and triode, and gas filled tubes. Semiconductors are classified as diodes and transistors. So any electronic component categorized as passive and active. Passive components are resistor, capacitors, and inductors. Resistors and capacitors are broadly classified again as fixed and variable, and inductors are classified as air core, iron core, and ferrite core. Active components are divided into two types. One is electron tubes and second is semiconductor. Electron tubes are classified further as vacuum tube, diode, and triode, and gas filled tubes. And semiconductors are divided into two parts or two categories: diodes and transistors. Now let's see what we mean by passive and active components. Now when we say passive, means these components belongs to inactive function of components. In electronic circuits, there are functions like amplifying the voltage or rectifying the supply. Such functions are not performed by these components. They do not have a capacity to amplify the voltage or rectify the supply. Hence, they are called as passive components. But why they are passive? Because as even if they are not performing any active function or they belongs to inactive function, still they required in electronic circuit. Unless they are there in electronic circuit cannot be completed. So their presence is important. So they are called as passive components. Without these components, assembly of electronic circuit is not possible. And which are these passive components? Resistors, capacitors, and inductors. What are active components? Opposite to passive components, right? Active components are what? They belong to active functions of the components. They are capable of performing active functions like amplification, rectification, and switching. So passive components, they don't have a capability to perform the functions like amplification and rectification, but active components have the capability of performing rectifications, amplifications, and switching. So they are called as active components. Which are these components? Electron tube like diode and triode, and semiconductor devices like diode, LED, and transistor. Nowadays, these electron tubes are outdated. Everyone is using now semiconductor devices, right? So have you understood what are active components and passive components? Good. Let's move ahead and discuss electronic component resistor. In electronic circuit, aluminum materials are having negligible resistance known as conductors. You must have already studied in 8, 9, 10 conductors, insulators, right? So aluminum material have negligible resistance. So they are known as the conductors. The materials like paper, ceramic having high resistance. So they are called as insulators. Now there are materials which are in between conductors and insulators. They have the resistance from low to high value between conductor and insulator. Such material which is carbon are is called as resistors. The value of resistance is measured in ohm. The sign is like this. The value of resistance is measured in ohm. So aluminum is a good conductor. Paper ceramic is an insulator. When it is a good conductor, they have a very negligible resistance. When it is a insulator, they are having very high resistance. But in between the conductor and insulator, the material which is a carbon with certain value of resistance from very low to high, that is between conductor and insulator. Such material is called as resistor. The value of resistance is measured in ohm. Moving ahead, let's see the more points related to resistors. Now, when we say resistor, resistor is a component. Now, what is resistance? Resist. You must be aware, and you are always using this particular word in many ways in the life. You are resisting me means what? You are opposing me. So what is this resistance? Resistance is nothing but the opposition to the flow of electrons or opposition to the flow of electric current. Simply, resistance is the opposition to the flow of electrons or opposition to the electric current. Why resistance is required? Resistance is required in electronic circuit for three different things. One is to limit the current, second is to drop the voltage, and third is to divide the voltage. Resistor along with capacitor is used as filter, or it can be used to achieve the time delay. So the RC circuit, resistor capacitor circuit, is used as a filter, or it is used to achieve time delay. Right? Should we move ahead? Very good. This electronic component resistor, which is a passive component, is classified as fixed resistor and variable resistor. As name indicates, fixed resistor means what? Whose resistance value is fixed or is constant. Fixed or constant is called as fixed resistor. And variable resistor whose resistance is adjustable between the specified range. So that particular component can take the value from 1 ohm to 10 ohm. So it can be adjusted between the specified range. But if a component or a resistor is having its fixed value, say 5 ohm, then it is called as a fixed resistor. So resistor whose value is fixed or constant is fixed resistor, and the component whose resistance is adjusted between the specified range is called as variable resistor. The symbol used for fixed resistor is this one, or it is also denoted by this one, and variable is shown by the symbol used is this one, or it is also denoted by this symbol. Correct? Should we move ahead? Okay. Now, as the constant and variable, the types are fixed resistance or variable resistance. Similarly, based on the manufacturing material used, there are three types of resistors. One is carbon composition, second is wire wound, and third is metallized. These are what? These are types by which the resistors are manufactured. Carbon composition, wire wound, and third is metallized. When we say fixed resistor, the fixed resistor has only one value, as we have seen, that is constant. And most of the structure is cylindrical shape that has two wire leads or terminals. They are classified according to their material used. That is carbon type. In carbon type, it is carbon composition and carbon film. Then wire wound, and third is metal film. This we have already seen. The carbon composition resistors are widely used in electronic circuit. They are available from 1 ohm to 20 mega ohm with power rating 1/8 watt to 2 watt. They are low cost and low size. These resistors, that is fixed resistors with carbon composition resistor, are used in lab. So the resistors which you are using in physics are fixed resistors and they are carbon composition resistors. They are low cost and low size. They are used in lab. The cost of resistor depends on its wattage and not on the value of resistor. Right? Now let's see the color coding of carbon resistor. The uniqueness of carbon resistor is color coding. The value is not written anywhere because the size is small, and that's why a unique method is used which is called as color coding. There are rings, there are bands, and depending on that color code we can decide the value. So if you see here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 bands or rings. Each has a specific meaning. The first ring, second ring, third ring, and fourth ring. The first two rings indicate digits. The third string indicates the multiplier, and fourth string indicates the tolerance. Again, I repeat, the color code. These are the strings or rings. First string indicates the first and second string indicates the number or indicates the digits, value. The second indicates the multiplier, and third indicates the multiplier, and fourth indicates the tolerance. We are going and we will see in practical just now after some time that how this value will be calculated. Now what is tolerance? The fourth is tolerance. Fourth ring is tolerance. What is tolerance? Tolerance specifies maximum deviation of actual value on both the sides. Hence, it is expressed in terms of percentage. As it is at both the sides, hence it is expressed in terms of percentage. Tolerance means what? Yes, correct. If suppose the value of resistor is say 10 ohm and with tolerance of plus or minus 5%, plus or minus 5%. What it means? It means that even if the value given is 10 ohm, when we connect this resistor in a circuit, you may get the value of 10 ohm plus 5% or 10 ohm minus 5% will be the range that you may get these values. This is called as tolerance. Clear? It specifies the maximum deviation. It will not give exact 10 ohm. It will give 10 ohm plus 5%. 5% of 10 and 10 ohm minus 5% of 10. Let's calculate what is 5% of 10. Calculate 5% of 10. I will give you 1 minute. Calculate it. Means the value will be not exactly 10, it will be more than 10, but by how much? 5%. And it will be less than 10 by how much? 5%. Okay, we are going to do some examples. Moving ahead, the wire wound resistors. This wire wound resistor, as name indicates, is done by making the wounding the wire on the insulator. So these wire wound resistors are used when high current control and stable and accurate value of resistor is required. We have seen, see here, what we have seen, that the color coding is used for carbon resistor where tolerance is there, because the value will be with some deviation. But if we want an accurate value, then we will use the wire wound resistor. The characteristic of wire wound resistor is it is stable and accurate value of resistor is given. So if we require stable and accurate value of resistor, then we use a wire wound resistor. How it is manufactured? It is manufactured by wrapping a length of special resistive wire. Now instead of the carbon material, what is used here? A special resistive wire like nichrome or manganese around an insulating core of ceramic. The end of wire is attached to metal contacts which are inserted in the core. See here, the end of wire is attached to the metal metal end. Once this is wound, then after wire is wound, the whole structure is coated with enamel coating powdered glass and then heated to produce coating known as vitreous enamel coating. Right? Should we move ahead? Okay. So now if you compare the carbon composition resistor and wire wound resistor, then you will find this comparison. Carbon granules are used, here resistive wire is used. The tolerance is plus or minus 2% to 20%. Here they are more precise and therefore tolerance is very, very low. Wide range of resistance available in low values only. Low power rating, high power rating. Color code system is used. Here no color code system is used. They are small in size. The carbon composition resistors are small in size and low cost. Here they are big in size and high cost. So this will be the comparison you can do with carbon composition resistor and wire wound resistor. Right? Should we move ahead? Yes. Now variable resistor. These are the fixed resistor. As name indicates, the values are fixed. Now when we say values are fixed, still here is the tolerance. That is, when we use it in a circuit, there may a chance that the value which will deviate from the actual value with that particular percentage. And here they are more precise. But many times we required variable resistor. Now what is variable resistor? Variable resistors are commonly called as rheostats. They are also called as a potentiometer or pots. They are normally used in radio or audio equipment for volume control, contrast and brightness control in TV set. You must have observed that for in radio, if you move the button, then what will happen? The amplitude or the amplification take place, the volume will increase and decrease. To control the brightness, If you move that button, what will happen? Yes, the resistance gets changed. So variable resistance is required, and that will be achieved by a potentiometer or pot, or it is also called as rheostat. According to material used, variable resistors are classified as carbon type and wire wound type. Carbon types are classified as linear log or linear type and log type. Right? Moving ahead, what are different other resistors? Thermistors, light dependent resistor, that is LDR, and varistor, that is VDR. Now what is thermistor? As name indicates, whose resistance varies with temperature. So a component whose resistor varies with temperature is called as thermistor. There are two types, NTC and PTC. Now, when the resistance decreases with increase in temperature, then it is NTC, negative temperature coefficient. Therefore, NTC, negative temperature coefficient. That is when temperature increases, resistance decreases. Inverse, increase in temperature, decrease in resistance. And PTC, when resistance increases with increase in temperature, increase in temperature, increase in resistance, that is positive. Therefore, it is positive temperature coefficient. So thermistors are of two types, NTC and PTC. Light dependent resistors, LDR. It is a photosensitive device whose resistance decreases with increase in light intensity. As the intensity of light increases, the resistance decreases. Which material is used here? Cadmium sulfide material is used. Its dark resistance is 100 kilo ohm. And as the light intensity gets increased, the resistance will decrease. And the last type of resistor is varistor. This resistance is variable to voltage, also known as voltage dependent resistor. They are used in industrial applications and TV circuit. So this is all about the passive component resistor. Friends, for first unit test, we are covering the syllabus from first chapter, electronic components, only two passive components, resistors and capacitors. This session has covered the resistor. I am putting another session, another video for capacitor. Only resistor and capacitors will be the portion for unit test. Thank you.